Hi guys,
Hello, people.
I'm Milena.
Lola.
We are continuing. We're watching episode 12 of season 5.
Yes. Episode 11 was so good. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think these two episodes now are gonna be maybe just like this episode. Like, God knows what's in the finale. Like, maybe in this episode it's Tony B dying. But also, Tony B, I think, is smart enough to know that, like, they're gonna know. So, like, he has to leave, disappear, go, like, into hiding or something?
I think this episode is gonna be about Tony B. That's my
too.
opinion. And last episode is gonna be a bit about Carmela and Tony.
I think so too.
Again, I don't think usually the last episode is not the most plot related episode. That's how I view it. Like usually the last picture that we see is a family thing. Like they either go to some funeral. Remember listening to the song with it, it usually goes like something to tell us where the family stands. Yeah. Where Tony and Carmela stand. Yeah. And like what the future is gonna bring us with that, you know?
This is what I'm
expecting. So that's what I expect from the last episode. So like all the plot related things, I think they're gonna happen in this episode.
I agree. Could we be wrong? Yeah.
Of course, but
there's been a lot of times.
Yes, but like judging by the previous episode, those two storylines, like I feel like we're gonna finish in this season.
Yes, I think so as well.
So it only makes sense.
Which is a very big shame. I really enjoyed Tony B's character. I think the actress somehow fits so well into this that I just feel sad to see him go.
Somehow, I honestly even feel the story has been shortened.
Yeah,
that's my
I wish it was longer.
Like I feel like I saw his character that could last until the end. Yeah. Honestly, like I think the potential for the story, I mean, they don't have to kill him. They might not, but like I expect it now, you know?
Me too.
It's like I'm talking from perspective that is like I'm confident they're gonna kill him. Yeah. And my honest opinion is that like I think his story could have gone longer and could have had more even developed with Tony things and like could have influenced even Tony more in the future. I don't know. Just like somehow.
I agree completely. I mean, I don't know if the actor was like just, signed up for this one season and that was like it and there was like, they couldn't really go anywhere with it. But it's a shame. It's really a shame.
I really doubt it first because like I'm guessing this was the most popular show.
Literally.
Unless he already had something else signed.
I don't know. I feel like he's like a movie actor more. Like, you know what I mean? So like maybe he just like didn't want to, because I think when you're doing a season of a show, you can only do that for a year basically. Yeah. Like there's nothing for else.
Maybe he had signed something.
Yeah, previous commitment to a movie or something. So like he couldn't film or something, I don't know. But like, I mean, unless he doesn't die, maybe he goes into hiding.
Maybe that's why I even said like I'm talking about this from a perspective that I think he's 100% gonna die. Yeah. If he doesn't, great. Honestly, that would be my preferable wish just because I have a feeling the story could be longer. But like somehow, in my opinion, the last episode was pretty straightforward about his character. So
I think so.
I really doubt he's not gonna die.
Let's play. Let's see. Let's see how Tony B dies or if he dies.
If he dies in this episode. But like again still think that like the last episode will be about Carmela. I don't expect Tony dying there. So
long-term parking. This means nothing to me.
Well, maybe he's gonna die on the parking and that's gonna be long-term because he's fucking dead.
It does seem like long-term parking indicates death because like
to me as well. That's why
park it.
That's why
you're not moving anywhere. Like you're dead. We didn't even talk about the fact that his girlfriend caught fire.
Yeah, that was shocking.
But like the way that he was like, I already was planning on leaving her, but like now what it's gonna look like? You're not planning on leaving her. Like you were just annoyed, but like you were like talking about like something. You know what I mean? But like now you're gonna leave her because. I
mean, the only thing that he sees in her is her beauty and like sex.
Yeah, and like easiness. He's not gonna be here in sickness and health.
Exactly. So
he's gonna be here in health, not sickness.
Hey, you looking for me?
Yeah, the crazy horse. That's you, right?
God.
Yeah, the whole camera 3 days ago.
How are we doing this now?
This is a threat for us to not forget this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to remind us of this looming threat.
Now on this whole episode is Adriana.
I would...
What was she throwing? What was she throwing?
The good news is no polyps. The bad news is, as you can see, you've got a fairly severe case of ulcerative colitis.
It's the problem with her stomach now.
Is it helping?
She can't even sleep, Ma.
start you on a regimen of prednisone. It's a steroid.
Like for weightlifters?
I've had a great deal of success with treating this type of condition. But there's a good chance of weight gain, accompanied by Cushing's syndrome. That's a swelling of the facial features. It's sort of a moon face.
She's planning a wedding, for Christ's sake.
She's not well
It's
mentally.
fine one day, then suddenly I get
She's
all
planning
yelled
a
and
wedding.
Already been fooling around with this?
So my mother kept hounding him, asking him if we were getting back together.
No, I dreamed that I moved back in here. You know, just for the record. I realized what I did was wrong. My activities while I lived here.
Knowing you were wrong isn't the half of it, Tony.
Oh, really? What's the other half?
Well, suppose something did happen, where theoretically we did get back together. Any marriage would need fidelity.
Like Popeye says, I am what I am.
Well, I didn't marry a cartoon.
Well, it wouldn't be a cartoon. You had your own indiscretions yourself.
What are you talking about?
The thing with Furio?
I did not sleep with him, Tony.
I'm just saying that, you know, we're all human. That's all.
And Fury's getting hunted down
You know, the
to
truth
get
is,
killed.
I got myself where I am. But your open indiscretion, your total disregard,
You're right. It was
You're
horrible.
open
to
in
have
this
a knot in your
version.
stomach every time the phone rings.
Like you were saying, theoretically, though, if we do reconcile, stuff will never happen again.
He's not even like trying, you know, like begging. No, he's just.
Come on, you gonna go or what?
Come on, I was finishing my drink.
Fuck!
We didn't even see that. They just mentioned that in the previous episode.
But did he see Phil? Did he try to kill Phil in the
Can't stand
second?
up here. It's not healthy, Carl. We back down now. Broke it down. What kind of a message is that send? Put your ear to the street. Let the guys see you take the reins.
That's not how I want to handle it.
How do you want to handle it?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I always liked your cousin. But Mike and Phil's brother was a major punk in the ass. I practically gotta get down on my knees to Johnny Sack.
You know Tony B?
He's still on a milk carton.
Yeah, she is. My smelly Valentine.
Christopher, that's not funny.
The fuck are you doing?
I can handle a cocktail once in a while, right?
You guys okay? Anything else?
No.
You still feeling sick, huh?
Please. They gotta replace her colon with a semicolon.
Didn't she call and we never saw what she said?
Doctor says I gotta relax.
From what? She's got the world at her feet. She walks around like impending doom.
Come on, we gotta go.
Impending doom. Well, there's foreshadowing for you. But why are we seeing this now?
Just don't listen to him. People got their health, they take it for granted.
How's your thing? Good.
Just gotta keep an eye on it, that's all. First off, let me just say how sorry I am for your loss. We all are.
Take your fucking sorries and stick him in your ass.
I can say nothing. Be a heartless prick.
He tried to talk, he couldn't even say his last words. Anybody ever die in your arms, you cocksucker? A family member, somebody you love? Well, give it time. See if I can't make that happen for you.
I think that's enough.
Whoa.
Philly, why don't you go have a drink?
Don't
That
tell me
is-
what to do, Jimmy.
But technically, John now knows that he
It's
lied.
not fucking necessary. My cousin acted alone. I did not sanction this.
Lone gunman theory.
You know how close he and Angela were in a can. He flipped the fuck out.
When he whacked Joey Peeps, we flipped him out that time.
What do you want me to say?
I want your cousin on fucking spit.
But like, what are you gonna do with the fact that Tony lied? He covered for
Maybe
Tony
one of
B.
your other relatives, then.
What? I gotta stand here being threatened now?
Hi, Chrissy. All right. Nobody's making threats.
Well, that was kind of a threat.
Tony's in hiding, John.
You either deliver that prick to my door, or I will rain a shitstorm down on you and your family like you have never fucking seen.
Oh, he wants Tony B delivered, not dead.
Oh, fuck! Yo, check it! Oh, shit!
Who you see who it is though?
I guess we're getting back to it in this episode.
No.
Couple more years, Grandma and Grandpa.
Bite your tongue.
He didn't even give her like a crumb. He gave her less than a crumb.
I mean, he told her this never
Like,
happened.
I'm just saying, like, maybe...
I processed it.
He said the bare minimum, not even the bare minimum.
Really hit home with me. Finally.
My eyes are gonna go into the back of my head.
You know, if you were out of the house, I had a chance to do a lot of things. Partly my fault, but I need something else in my life. You know, with Meadow getting engaged, AJ almost...
Did you want another kid?
No.
Insane. He's an insane man. He knows nothing.
It turns out there is a lot for sale over on Crestview. A little over an acre. I'm thinking I could build a spec house.
I thought you wanted to
My
do...
dad in is a foreigner.
What is a spec house?
I mean, my allowance is what it is, but
How much is the lot?
600,000.
This is what it takes to get back together. It's an
Anyway,
expensive
the
gift.
construction.
Well, I'll call Kingsburg and have them free up a down payment.
And then,
What is a
I'll move
spec
back
house?
in.
Insane conversation right now.
what about the other issues that were on the table?
I swear to you, on our children, that my midlife crisis problems will no longer intrude.
You already
on me.
swore once on your kids when you were lying.
But like it's not gonna be a problem to you. So like I will be more discreet. Is that what you're saying?
But like, see, I felt like he was gonna actually try to change. Like, this doesn't. He's not even. It doesn't sound to me like he's actually putting any effort in. He's just like saying what needs to be said.
But she got
Having dinner?
her 6,000 lot.
100,000.
You?
And he gave the fucking bare minimum.
Stupid spics. They were supposed to stamp them themselves.
The feds are all over it now. Not got enough of my fucking mind? You split everything down the middle with him.
What?
You fucking heard me.
I got a fucking wedding to pay for.
Well, if I were you, I'd cut out the open bar.
He's drinking.
Fuck this piece of shit. I'm done. You hear me? Put my life on the line. My fucking life.
Baby, I hate seeing you like this.
Fuck family. Fuck loyalty. It cost him a dime. You're a fucking pariah. I gave that fuck pieces of my soul, Adriana. You know what he said to me? He said I should have a fucking drink.
When?
Up there when we were up at Uncle Pat's farm.
Well, you don't need to listen to him. Isn't that why you have a sponsor?
I mean, what kind of fucked up, undermining shit is that to tell someone who's got the disease?
Look at
You
him.
know I could take him out in a second, that fat fuck. Bang! His kids won't even give a shit.
Don't talk like that. You're a better man than he is, a better person.
Fuck all the shit with Paulie and all. You know what hurts me worse? Him and our ass-white cousin, that two-faced cocksucker. He could get us all killed with New York, and him. Tony has to think about what to do with him now. After all this shit. Me, he don't need to fucking think.
He'll point a gun at him
Well,
like
maybe
the
I
whole
need to think.
Adriana was.
Ever thought of that? You fat fucking scumbag?
But like, he realizes
That's
what
the
Tony
guy,
does to
Adriana.
him.
My Uncle Tony. The guy I'm going to hell for. So, you all set?
Don't look at me.
Oh, you look good. And you're gonna look nice with the short hair. I can drop you off, but I really can't stay.
Why not?
Getting back together.
Total the medical bills and then the prescriptions. That's covered. Ad nauseum.
You motherfucker.
Hey, take it easy.
This is how you leave me? When I'm almost burned to death cooking you a fucking snack?
Come on, honey. You could have just as easily been making yourself something to eat.
Am I that fucking horrible now?
Oh, you're not horrible at all. I'm going back to my wife.
You selfish fuck. I hate you.
Well,
Yeah.
is that you?
Yeah. God, they're
I know
both
you
wearing
did.
leather jackets.
What the fuck up?
Adriana. Oh, Jesus. Come on, we need to talk. I was buying medicine. This way, please.
What was she throwing?
What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, but they just came and
Oh.
took her. What?
Hey,
It seemed a bit like
yeah, will you,
strong.
Yeah, it smells good.
Well, we're one big happy family. What is this? Oh, a gift. And we're right back where we left off.
God.
Oh, this is beautiful, Tony. With my black coat.
In my black coat.
It's a Hermes. Supposed to be the best.
Hermes.
Mess.
Hermes. What do you think, AJ?
There's the whipped butter too, if you like.
What on the dictionary?
The awkward adjustment period? What?
This is fucking weird.
AJ.
Oh, he's right. It is fucking weird. We should celebrate.
Look how happy she is.
Hey, give me a glass. The people I love. Nothing else matters.
You're here.
Oh, slow down, slow down. Supposed to savor it. It's important in life.
Like, did they figure something out? Like, what she, like, dropped and that's why they called her in? Because, like, there was...
They didn't call her in. They took
No,
her
they
in.
took her in, sorry.
She can get in trouble just because of this.
was thrown in the
But they don't
garbage.
care about her life.
So what? Isn't it illegal anyway to film people without telling them?
And the reason you didn't just leave the garbage in the dumpster?
Bills and stuff, and our account numbers were on it.
Friend of yours?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't even see who that is.
Do you really think we have you in here because we don't know what's in that garbage man?
He was stabbed in the club. You tried to dispose of the evidence.
I didn't do nothing.
Miss LaServa, I suggest in the strongest possible terms, you start telling us what you know.
Okay, at least they have something on her, you know what I mean?
There's this guy, his name's Matouche. He's a drug dealer. He did it, I swear, not me.
Who thought it was you?
Matouche's last name?
I don't know.
Listen, I need a favor.
They're finding out in the next episode, 100%.
Why would you say it wasn't me? Who even implied it?
But they did say that she took, like, the
Like what
evidence.
she was hiding. Yeah, but like I just thought the guys killed it, you know what I mean? And she's...
Why would... Yeah, but like, you're accomplice, you're hiding evidence.
Well, clearly, yeah, but I just thought... That's what I thought, like, you're hiding evidence. I think she was like... I didn't think that they think it's her, you know what I mean? Why would she say it's...
This guy was at the club, the dead guy. But I never saw him before. Matouche said he sold him coke once, but the guy said Matouche ripped him off like it was all laxative.
Oh, hold on, yo! What are you doing? Give me my money. What? Give it to me! Hey, don't get stupid in here, I'm serious.
Fuck off, I got no beef with you.
Fucking baby powder? Look, I don't know. Get up! You motherfuckers, I'll kill you!
Don't come out of this. Ah, this is difficult to hear. It's difficult to listen.
Oh my god! We gotta wait till later to get out the mops and stuff. We have to be closed.
Well, that's why the thing came back, the thing with the stomach.
You don't fucking understand!
It's cool, okay?
I wasn't helping him. I was afraid for myself. Besides, he's nice. I don't know. I didn't want to see him get into trouble.
Sounds like a real sweetheart.
The guy was gonna stab him. He's not a bad person. He's very religious.
Religious.
He prays like all the time. And every month he sends all his money home to his family.
In Pakistan.
I was very impressed with that. He's buckled down. He's gotten much more serious as a person.
Does Christopher know what happened that day?
No. You crazy.
Right now you're guilty of obstructing an ongoing investigation into a drug-related homicide.
You were looking down the barrel at 25 years.
But I didn't do nothing.
Take your head out of your ass, Adriana. You knew exactly what you were doing.
We can arrest you right now, have you formally charged, send you right over to the woman's house of detention.
But I've been fucking cooperating.
You've been giving us shit!
They want to
And
bug
I've
the
had it.
place.
I want you wired up. I want Tony Soprano on tape. Your boyfriend, too.
No, I'm not doing it.
Then you're all out of options.
I want to talk to my lawyer.
Maybe Christopher knows a good lawyer.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
I'll call the public defender. They'll send someone down. Might take a while, though.
Fuck, I fucking hate them all.
Me too.
Oh, the good guys. The fucking good guys.
She cannot.
Eh? It's been 40 minutes. How long are you gonna stay in there?
So how long are you gonna let me go without a lawyer?
I told you, they're backed up. We left 4 messages.
8 fucking hours. I've been here already.
8 fucking hours. How's she gonna...
They're finding out in the next episode, 100%. 100%, that's how the season ends.
I mean, they're doing this song carefully, you know what I mean? They want to push her to speak and to accept this, because the longer she goes without answering, they're gonna figure things out.
You think you bet our offer, it's not a bad deal.
Ah!
I won't wear a wire. I told you.
It's not too late to have a future, Aid. There are other options.
What are you
Everyone
talking about?
died.
She's gonna die.
Everyone
the second you
fucking
put that
died.
on her, she's gonna fucking die.
Have your health.
Yeah, right.
Fuck
I mean,
you.
living like this is what's costing you your insides. There's no way she'll wear a wire, but you think she might be able to get multi-sided flip.
Why not?
Problems, Tony. Christopher hates him, apparently.
That's confirmed by wiretaps. And CIA
Don't
fault
tell,
mentioned
don't
too,
tell
something to
him,
do
don't
with,
tell him, don't tell him, he's gonna kill you,
Tony
don't tell
Montana,
him.
the cousin.
What would Multisanti want?
Let's get some
If he...
interesting screenwriting.
I'll put in a call to Sam Baldwin.
You promise her anything?
No guarantees, but depending on what he's offering, maybe immunity and relocation for the two of them.
If she says this to him, it's done. It's over. She's dead. It doesn't matter that he says all this about Tony. He's gonna choose Tony.
If she wear a wire, we can't go for a protection or keep her surveilled.
I explained all that.
Tell her she's got till 9 a.m. Monday to bring him in, or we turn her over to Long Branch PD.
What?
How are you gonna call?
I cannot process things.
Do you understand that she has to die in this episode then? Or next episode, if she does this. I don't know what you're saying here. I don't understand what's happening right now.
Well, Carmine's out. He's dead. Seems like him and Johnny worked out a deal.
I knew he'd cave. He's a fucking pussy, that kid.
I literally cannot concentrate.
Smart as a fucking whip.
There's no way that she says this now. Right, there's no way.
No, I don't feel good.
There's no way this is happening now.
You sleep?
A little.
So where the fuck you been?
We need to talk.
I asked you a question, Adriana.
There's no way.
I know.
It's that fucking Bobby DeMarco?
No. Please, Christopher. About a year ago? No, maybe. I don't know. I was arrested.
For what? What are you talking about?
For drugs. Remember my friend Danielle?
She set you up?
She was an FBI agent, Christopher. She lied to me. They wanted to arrest you too, Christopher. I was just trying to protect you. They said all they wanted was some information and they would leave us alone. I didn't tell them nothing. I swear to God, they're just license plates, some other stupid shit. They wanted me to wear a wire, but I wouldn't do it. But now there was a murder, Christopher, and they know about it. At the club, Matouche and some other guy. I tried to cover it up. I had no choice. They've been filming us in the parking lot.
Did you know that? How could you fucking do this to us? I fucking loved you.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
I can't concentrate on anything else. I don't.
Oh.
Hey, it's me. You awake? I'm sorry. When I heard about Angelo, I just...
Don't fucking say it. Not on the phone.
I know. I won't. What should I do, Tom?
I'll tell you what not to do. Let's come back around here.
I know. My kids, my boys.
Don't worry about that. I'll look after them. The night you went away, 17 years ago, I told you that I got jumped by a couple of shines. That's why I didn't show. Well, it was all bullshit. I got in a fight with my mother, but I passed out.
What do you mean?
It was like a panic attack. I went down like a house of cards and I cracked my fucking skull open. Because I felt guilty about it all these years, like it was my fault you went away. Anyway, now we're even.
So the casino? All that shit you did for me is because of that?
It's just because of that. Because of the guilt. He knows where he is, right? Shouldn't he know?
Yeah.
Gerard, it's me.
I had a phone call from this.
You just called.
Give me a sec. I'll dump the line.
Remember that time, Lake George? Yeah, you loved it? You could live someplace like that, maybe.
Adriana, he's a soldier. How many
Stop
times
writing
did he
it.
say that?
I could do my memoirs finally.
We'd have a fireplace like you like to.
We could never come back here, Adriana.
I don't want to come back. I just want you.
You couldn't even see your mother again.
I need to clear my head.
This is a lot to process, Adriana. I gotta think. I'll be back in a little while.
Stay, wait.
I'm just gonna get cigarettes. I'll be right back.
Smoke mine. Don't smoke. Next year, you're gonna want a vodka.
What?
No, it's...
I need you to know you were wrong about all three.
He wants to do it. Great.
You were wrong about
A couple more hours, we're just getting some things together.
That's not what we said, Abe.
Please, if I push him, he'll say no. I know how he is.
Look, everything's okay. Jesus, I don't even know how to say this.
What?
It's Kristen. He tried to commit suicide.
What? Oh my God, is he alright?
He's fine. What? He was up by Ramapo. He apparently took some pills, and his trooper found him in a bathroom at his diner, and they brought him to the hospital. Did he say anything to you? I mean, did he appear suicidal?
No.
Are you sure? Was his
Is
mom
this the
very
truth?
upset about something?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm on my way up there now, and I'm gonna send Sil by to pick you up then, okay?
Jesus Christ.
You know, he's been drinking, so he's probably fighting that heroin urge again.
It's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real. Sil's gonna
He
come to kill
told
her.
they told Tony, and Tony is sending Sylvie to kill him.
Sil is gonna kill her.
If you don't wanna get away from California, maybe in another life you'd like to stay. The devil may call you when he thinks it's time.
He's a strong kid, Chrissy. He's tough, very resilient.
Like how they're going into the woods. There's only woods here.
Why are you crying? He's gonna be fine.
Cars being replaced in less than 14 days.
The King of New York. Congratulations.
Thanks, Tony.
You deserve it.
I want you to know this is the last time we'll meet like this. It's undignified. What's the word on your cousin?
I think I know where he's held up. I know this has to be done, John. But I'm asking you now as a friend. Let me handle this myself.
I can't do that, Tony.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, John. You're the fucking boss.
I choose not to, man.
I want you to promise it'll be quick.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Tony, I don't have to. Phil's gonna do it. And he'll do it his way.
You know what, John? I'll give you a dignified. Go fuck yourself. You and Phil and whoever. My fucking cousin. You alright?
Some funny shit.
The fuck is wrong with you?
What do you mean? What do you think?
I snorted a little H. I know, but I can't stand the pain. I love her.
Sure.
You think you're alone in this?
It was a judgment call. She sounded okay.
What's the status on Multisante?
Last seen yesterday, he was leaving the brig with Tony.
Your fucking judgment calls.
She really could have flown. She could be in China by now.
All of them end up dead. All of your fucking informants end up dead. I don't know, this is the lot that Carmela was talking about. Or is this the woods?
I mean,
What did I say? Is it beautiful?
no, it is the lot. It's just that, like, I thought we were...
It looked like the woods. I mean,
Yeah.
it's supposed to look
Yeah,
like
it's
the
a
woods.
gorgeous piece of land.
You alright?
Yeah, me? Yeah. Absolutely.
Couldn't have happened to a better man. And you wrapped in my memory like chain. Or I say that the flowers.
God, guys, this was very emotionally exhausting episode, in my opinion, if not one of the most emotionally exhausting episodes of the show.
I would like. I cannot emphasize to you how not prepared for this I was. I mean, we talked about in the intro we were expecting. I don't think Adriana came to mind at all.
Even when we saw that, the beginning of the episode was about Adriana, even at that point, I thought, oh, okay, because again, they put some scenes, let's say, in the beginning of the season and by the end of the season,
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, they're just, again, reminding us the story is not finished. It's looming over our heads. Thank you very much for the reminder. We're going to finish that season again. We're going to finish the story again next season,
Yeah.
And then how the story progressed, I thought, oh, the most that's going to happen, they could find out what she did by the end of the season,
Yeah.
Nope. Gone in one episode. Thank you for that.
Well,
not prolonging the story. I did
rip
ask
off the
for
Band-Aid.
it 10 times,
And they delivered.
I just
actually.
expected to be more prepared for it, let's say.
No, this I was not prepared at all.
No, me neither.
I think this was an incredible episode.
This was one of the best episodes of the show. Not my favorite.
I love this, how you correct yourself immediately.
But I want to tell you that I said I'm pretty confident I said this for many episodes.
Oh, this was the best episode. I hated it.
Yeah. In this show,
I hated it.
I think all the best episodes I hated the most.
Yes, because they're so I don't know which episodes not come to mind. All of them were gut wrenching in their own way.
Yes,
It was.
But
it was shivering.
Because in my opinion, Sopranos really write good storylines.
Yeah.
So usually the most tragic ones and things like that are best written.
Yeah.
So there is nothing I can say to that. It's remember when Ralph killed the girl. My most hated episode of this storyline, but it was done very good. So what can I say to that episode? My favorite episode so far has been the last episode of the previous season. Honestly, just because again, I just think the whole season show has been preparing for that episode, and it really delivered. And I think the acting of those two characters, especially Carmela, I don't know the name of the actress, was phenomenal, on another level. So yeah, that is the episode that I can say that it was my favorite episode of the show.
Yeah.
This episode was one of the best ones in the show, in my opinion. I think it was perfectly done. I think even Adriana's storyline as a whole has been perfectly done. Yeah. Honestly,
but it was just awful.
So it was in my opinion one of the saddest storylines in the show at the same time. Honestly, one of the most depressing ones.
I don't think any episode could be possibly, let's say, worse. Because I don't expect I don't expect anyone else that let's say deem more innocent, than the rest of them to died.
Only two people come to mind. That would be Melfi. That would be Meadow and AJ, and they're not gonna die.
Literally. So that is the only thing that could be more tragic,
yes,
let's say, than this.
Only two characters that I deem more innocent. Carmela dying would be very hard for me to watch.
Yeah.
But I deem Adriana much more innocent than that. And I said it thousands of times. I have no idea if you guys agree or disagree, but it's just somehow in my eyes the way it is. And when I say that, I don't diminish what she's doing. I don't diminish what that she got herself into this situation. It's just that that is how I swear I think in this episodes to FBI agents. Did Adriana get herself in the position to sit across from them? Yes. Did she throw evidence away? Yes. Did she lie? Did she did hundreds of things to put herself in that position? Yes. But at that point, I, for example, about them, I just got pissed off because they are promising her the future, They're promising her something. They're talking to her about something, and they know very well that they are not protecting her at any point. They're
just manipulating her.
Exactly. They have took her from the streets, pressured her, and manipulated her to accept to their terms, and knowing very well how every single one of those informants has died, and also just like by putting her in this situation, like they know that like she's gonna be suspicious.
Yeah.
So like at the same time they're promising her something, manipulating her, and she's very easy person to manipulate, so that's why I feel defended over that.
They literally they don't care. They don't care.
And they
at
should
all.
care.
Yeah,
they're doing
like the woman said the whole thing like there's not a clearer line between the good guys and the bad guys than the FBI. Like we're the good guys.
Yes, exactly.
I despise them. Like even when now at the end, like she was talking to her whoever's like in charge or whatever, she was like, she maybe even fled to China.
Shut the fuck up.
The way that she is saying that, like she knows that she did not fucking flee to China, and that like now another person is dead. And she doesn't want to have it on her conscience that she didn't have anything. Literally. And so like they just keep moving, They're awful, fucking awful. And again, they're supposed to be the people that uphold some type of law that like should hold some type of morality, And they don't, and that's why like I will hate them more than I hate like criminals, because criminals are criminals.
That's what I want to say. Honestly, I don't want them to get Tony. Tony should die doing the business that he is doing.
I don't think they'll get Tony.
No, me neither. But like I don't want them to.
No, fuck. I want them to fail at every front.
Yeah.
I mean, we have talked extensively about this during The Wire. Extensively.
Yes, we don't need to.
Yeah, no.
But when they are involved, like this show does remind me sometimes of The Wire,
Again, every day I wake up and I'm like The Wire. But yeah, I just like the way they manipulated her, the way they like made sure to like keep her away from lawyers, the way that they told her like you're gonna spend 20 years in jail for concealing evidence. I swear to God that I watched enough true crime. That is not the type of sentence she would get for holding crime, for like disposing of evidence. That is not the type of sentence she would get, So like I think they were lying there as well.
They were searching for something that she would accept. They were holding her here for basically 10 hours until they found something that like she will accept.
She couldn't wear the wire.
No. And she accepted to trust her fiancé.
Yes, because Chris in the beginning of the episode, much like I'm sure he does often to Adriana, like was complaining about Tony. And like she thought that maybe because of all of that, he is gonna...
I honestly believe that she thought he would choose her. I think it has nothing to do with Tony. It has nothing to do with anyone. Even I feel like if he didn't complain, I think she would think... Because she would choose him over everything. Over anything,
Yeah.
So like, I mean, even not wearing a wire is also a thing that like adds to it, So like, I do truly believe that she thought he would choose her.
Yeah.
Even though when you think about it, he has shown you who he is and told you millions of times who he is and where he's
like, but that is like literally like it's. That's why he is like a very fascinating character to me, because like the way that he speaks about Tony, like when he is with Adriana, like he understands fully well who Tony is and that Tony does not care and that like he is being manipulated. He said this line that I thought was really good, like, that is Tony, like that is my uncle Tony, that is the guy that I'm gonna go to hell with, to hell for. Like he knows what Tony does to him and that like Tony does not care, but like there is simply no escaping Tony for Chris. Like that is the abusive relationship that Chris is in. That is never, that he cannot escape. Like it does not matter that he knows how toxic that is. Like that is simply something that he cannot in any way let go of. Like even though I thought like there was a split second where like he was contemplating it. Like when he choked out Adriana. and like later, you know, like stopped choking. He was like, sorry, I love you, or whatever. Like, I really thought, like, I really think in that moment he really didn't know what to do with himself. Again, I think he knew eventually he was just gonna go and tell this to Tony.
He just pretended for himself. I don't think there was at any point him thinking of the decision he will do.
What did you think of the family that he saw?
I think he got a new chance.
He got
a new chance,
like of building a family. I first thought that like he is looking at his family and like he is like getting reminded of Tony as like this father figure for him or whatever. But then I thought because like the family didn't look happy. The family looked, I mean, the kids were like fine, but the father looked miserable. And I think she said, didn't she say that the FBI agent that Chris doesn't think he would be a good father, and that maybe he doesn't even want a family because he doesn't think that he would be a good father. And so like I think he just saw a potential future there. Like if he goes with Adriana, he's choosing that future where he doesn't believe that he can. He doesn't believe that he would be a good father because like he wouldn't be. He would be, because of who he is right now, he would be a bad father to those kids, and he is aware of that, and he doesn't want to do it. And so like I thought he at that point saw his future, what the future would look like if he went with Adriana, and so like he couldn't have that. I don't know, that's how I read the scene there at the end, because like first I thought like it was somehow like connecting with Tony and him, Tony being like the father figure to him or whatever. But again, the father looked miserable.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's why I don't think.
Know. Just because, I guess we're gonna find out. I have no idea. I have to think about it.
Yeah.
Because like with Adriana, there is a bigger chance he will not have kids than that he will have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like she has
at this
potential,
point, like yes, yeah. Like at this point, he is with her despite the fact that she will not give him kids.
Yeah, potentially.
So like in my mind, when he sees a family, that is something that she will not have. He will not have it with her. Yeah. So like,
no, I would go down that road. It's just because the father didn't look happy, you know. And so like that's why I thought like potentially it's the other way around, but like maybe it could be that as well.
I really don't know. I have to think about it. Just because I
mean, you've been at where we maybe like when
where
we
left, yeah, but like I don't think anything will. Yes, I don't think. I think we're gonna have to wait and see that with how he behaves in future. Yeah. You know, it just again with the fact that like where him and Adriana left off, like with everything that he talked, let's say to Tony, if he should stay with Adriana or if he should not stay with Adriana, you know, like the potential of having kids is much smaller than not having kids. Like he is with her because she's a good wife and she's a good partner. Like he can have a nice life with her, let's say, without those kids.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even honestly cross my mind that like seeing a family together that he sees that future with Adriana.
I get it.
You know? I
get it. I don't know.
Because like if we didn't have the storyline with Adriana, I could understand that, you know?
Yeah.
But like the storyline was very...
Yeah. It's just because like she said that like Chris doesn't think he's gonna be a good father, and I really believe that Chris would because of history with like his own father and the Tony being his own father, I think he's like more aware.
But he would still choose to be a father.
Well,
the same thing
because
like
that's expected of him. But I think like he is, let's say, a step above Tony in accepting the environment around him and how toxic it is.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I feel like he maybe knows,
and what he knows and what he does are two completely different things. What he knows is who Tony is.
Yeah.
What he does is he chooses to give Adriana.
Yes, but like for example, Tony with his own father, he doesn't even accept who his own father was.
He doesn't accept, but like
so like that's what I mean. Like, I think that's what I mean. Like a step above. I think Chris understands who Tony is. He's still gonna choose him, but like he understands who Tony is.
But that's the same to me, at least how I see it. He knows that he would maybe be a bad father, and that's why he maybe wouldn't think that like he should be a father.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to it, he would have kids. He wanted to leave Adriana for not being able to provide him kids.
Yeah, because that's what's expected of him.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that he wants kids. I don't know, but like I thought that was an interesting part. And then like of course that, you know, when Tony kind of called and he was like, Chris tried to commit suicide.
I mean, again, the second that he walked out.
Yeah, that was
I mean, even if she... I'm wondering what was happening in her mind.
I don't know.
Did at any point she understood, because she begged him not to leave,
Yeah.
Again, because he in some ways accepted this, and even though, again, I still don't think at any point he accepted this, I think from the get-go he needed time to accept what he's about to do.
Yeah.
And while he was talking to Adriana, I think he pretended, not only for her, but for himself as well.
Yeah.
Because, again, I think he would want to choose that life. I think he would want to be a writer. I think he would want all those things, but that's not who he is.
He already let go of that life at a certain
exactly.
point. He made
That's
a choice.
Without Tony, that's not who will ever become. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had Tony gave him two options: either this family, this job, everything, or you go on your own.
Yeah.
That was the choice. That he had a choice at that point, and he picked Tony, and he picked this life.
Yeah.
So I don't think at any point he was contemplating what he would do. I think he was just pretending, because that is something that he would want, but he will not choose it. He will not have it. I'm just wondering again for Adriana what she was thinking when Tony called her.
It's incredible to think that she would not think that she is dead immediately, but I really don't think she knew it.
I don't think so either.
I think what we have talked about Adriana, it's what you always mention about her, how she seems innocent in that way, that she believes these things, she believed every single person that is dead went into witness protection, so I don't think she knew.
Because she cried.
Yeah.
The entire road, She cried the entire road. I don't know. Was the moment when they went into the woods? Was that the moment when she realized what was about to happen?
Yeah.
Or was while she was talking? Because we didn't have any grand change in her face at any point.
No.
At any point we didn't have realization.
I just thought
she was crying the entire time. That's what what I'm wondering. When was the moment?
I thought she believed Tony when Tony called her to tell her that Chris tried to commit suicide, because that would, let's say, make sense, and I think she is she would believe that, and so I think she was just so distraught over that she didn't, sometimes you would just move with motion.
Yeah.
You just go with
no,
emotion.
I completely agree.
And so I really don't, I think she it didn't seem to me when they were going through the woods
that she really
that's
until
he
say,
went and stopped the car.
Yeah.
I don't even think I don't think she was even looking at
I
the
don't
road.
think until that, but because I feel if she knew before that, if she realized before at any point during that trip, then when he comes out of the car to kill her, she would not move. Just because
I think so as well.
At that point, it's she
if you
realized
know that's gonna happen.
Yeah. So just
there's
because
nowhere for you
she
to go.
started crawling, basically. That's why I honestly thought that that was the moment when she realizes when he got out of the car in the woods.
I think so as well. The show showed us a shot of how it could have been, and I didn't need that. I really didn't need that. Of her off on her own. I would have killed for this.
Yeah, I would have
killed with her suitcases just off on her own.
I could not believe when.
No, I didn't even for a second think
no,
that
me
this was
neither.
her.
I'm just saying I could not believe what we were seeing.
Yeah, why would you show me this? This is not gonna happen. And it was then her with Sylvia in the car. This is the future that she could have had, but she again always and forever chose Chris
and trusted
Chris.
That's why I'm saying she's so innocent to me, because even though after he told her 100 times who he is, showed her who he is, beat the crap out of her, at the end she loved him so much, and she thought that he loves her the same, and that he would choose her just like she would always choose him.
Yeah.
And she truly believed that, to the point where Tony called her, she went with Sylvia. If I heard that Sylvia is coming to get me, I would run. Sylvia is the last person that I would go with.
No, I would just not be here. The second Chris left the door, I would not be here. But it was, there was no question in my mind.
That was why this storyline was even more tragic to me, is because Chris is the one who betrayed her.
Yeah.
You know, is because if only she didn't at least put the faith in Chris, you know, if only he found out in some other way and like didn't even see her and like Tony went that was my option. Remember a season ago when I said like, oh, they're gonna find out that like Tony is gonna do a favor to Chris.
Literally.
If only it went down that. No, she chose to trust Chris, to go and tell him everything to his face.
Yeah.
To beg him for them to have a future together and to run away.
Yeah.
And she ended up dead in some woods. By Sylvia's hands. The whole thing was so fucking tragic to me.
I just think she's such a tragic character, like through and through. Like to be in such an abusive relationship, to really love her abuser, to never be able to escape from him, to not want to escape from him. At the end to end up dead because of him. And like knowing...
Because he betrayed
and like those final moments that like he gave you up.
Yeah.
You know, he chose them.
Yeah.
Like there is no silver lining in this. Like there is nothing. There is no good thing that you can take away from here. No. Like it's all just awful. Like I thought it was fucking so cold-hearted the way that Tony called her.
Yeah, I agree.
Like to talk to her about Chris, I think he really is a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like he had this whole thing, you know, with Adriana, where like he thinks that she's innocent in a way as well, you know, like, and to be able to call her and like so cold-heartedly speak. It doesn't matter that she betrayed all of you or whatever, like just like still to be able to do that so cold-heartedly to me is...
Like the whole thing was fascinating to me, like because like I honestly expected, I thought Chris is never coming through that door again. I thought somebody else is coming through that door. And somebody else is coming to kill her.
Yeah.
You know? In the house.
Yeah, me too.
But like the whole situation when Tony called her, like for a split second, I was like, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh my God.
I think that was like our wishful thinking.
Maybe.
I think that was...
I think it's honestly because like the way he said it.
Yeah.
And that was why he's a psycho, you know, like because like the way he said it sounded so honest.
He even called from the payphone.
And
why the fuck would you call from the payphone?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you have her number.
Yeah, but like the way that he was talking about to lure her in with feelings for Chris, with Chris trying to commit suicide.
Like they knew what to talk about.
That is psychopathic to me.
Like
that is
psychopathic behavior.
Not normal to me.
That is psychopathic behavior to me. And then later on when he like saw Chris, and Chris was again obviously high after all of this happened, and like he like said that, you know, like he has to deal with pain. Then Tony started like beating him up and said like you're what alone in this pain. Like I feel pain. Like I was betrayed. Me. Me. Psychopathic behavior from Tony.
Literally.
It's always about him. Like again, what was me? He's here beating up Chris because Chris is there feeling sad or whatever because of Adriana dying, because of him killing Adriana. He beats Chris up, and there at the end he has the audacity to sit in the woods and look sad. Like the fucking audacity to sit in the woods and look sad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I literally can't. I
don't know. It's continue, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's coming back from this. For Chris, I think he is gonna overdose or something. Because Adriana was like the only person that he was opening up to. You know, like she was the only person he was talking to. And now he is left with his family. And so like I just think that to survive day to day, he is gonna abuse the drugs and alcohol and just end up dead as well. And I mean, that's where he deserves to go.
That's what I want to say. So, like my problem right now is that like I don't want to hear about it.
No, I understand.
Of him. So like when you say overdose, let him over. Like I'm so like.
I understand.
Like
whatever happens, it's like he has it coming for him.
Yeah.
Like there were so many ways to not. There were so many opportunities in your life to not choose this road, and you kept choosing
so like
it.
when
and
you
again,
when you find out for
he was also
1,000
not
more,
Tom,
I understand. That's the thing. I really do understand. But like when he finds, he's gonna. I mean, he knows what type of a family that is. He's gonna know what type of a mistake he made.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
This wasn't like any other situation before. This wasn't like killing pussy. This wasn't like killing anybody.
Yeah.
This was killing your partner. So like you should never, you should never come back from that. Like that should haunt you.
You should not have a day of peace in your life.
That should haunt you for the rest for the how long you have of your life.
Yeah.
You know, you should die because of that. You know.
And he will.
Even though I understand his storyline is very tragic as well. I think it will be more poetic
if he dies by Tony.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see why. I don't see why he would. I don't see a storyline where that would necessarily happen. But I feel like for his character, it will be more poetic if he dies by Tony.
But in any way, it's dying by Tony. You understand that?
I understand, but I just think. Again, yes, it's still dying by Tony, but I think it's more poetic if it is actually by Tony's hand.
By Tony's, okay, I understand, but I understand what you mean. If he is killed by Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because
even if he orders a kill.
Yes, but if he's killed by Tony, that's what I mean. Because he is now shooting drugs, that is because of Tony.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
it's by Tony in any way.
It is. Everything is by Tony, and I think he's gonna understand that.
Yeah,
that's what I want to happen.
Yes,
for him. So if he's gonna just be killed, I'm here or there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just need him to understand
that it's because of Tony.
That everything is because of Tony, and because those are the choices that he made.
And the thing is, I really think that he will.
And that his partner, and that he betrayed. The only person that loved him. The only person that loved him because of that, and that she's dead because of that.
I expect him to know.
So that's what I.
The only thing you're hoping for.
The thing is, I can't say I'm hoping. Yes, that is something that I think should happen. I think the storyline is gonna be good. You know, again, yes. I'm gonna have. I can't. The thing is, I can't say I'm not gonna feel any sympathy for him when. I know that the situation between him and Tony is such an abusive, manipulative situation.
Yeah.
So yes, I will probably feel sympathy for him in those moments, even though I don't want to feel sympathy for him right now. Because to me, betraying Adriana in this moment is worse than any of these characters he has ever done.
I understand.
I could forgive everything, anything. Not really, but it would be easier for me to forgive many things. That is impossible for me. You know what I mean?
I understand. I understand what you mean.
No matter how much I understand.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. I don't think Tony's existence. Tony is worse to me. Yeah. So his existence, I cannot say I would forgive everything else, and this is the worst thing for me. It is you kill the person that you have loved. The thing is with Chris, I believe that he loved her. Was that a good type of love? No, I don't think so. But still, I believe that he loved her. But that the thing with Tony, the manipulation with Tony was always and forever gonna take precedence over that. And so now I'm sure that he is in a tremendous amount of pain that I don't care about, and he should be in that tremendous amount of pain.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say I could forgive anything, I just mean that many characters can do a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
But if they do something to a person, but they love, that is worse to me.
Yeah.
That's why Tony is such a horrible person, because he's doing directly things to his children. That's why I hated Livia with she was unforgivable for me because she wanted to kill her son. She hurted her son.
Yeah.
That is what I mean when I say he couldn't have done anything worse than this.
No, I understand.
There is nothing that Chris could have done in this show that is worse for me than this. I'm not talking there is nothing worse a human can do. You know what I mean? Yeah. What Tony did in his life has been horrible.
Yeah.
Can be evil.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for Chris's character.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Like, I could have
No,
forgiven
this was like
anything else.
Like,
that's what I meant when I say.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. There is nothing worse than Chris.
No, for
there's
me,
nothing worse than
nothing.
Chris. Like, he could kill his mother.
Yes.
He could kill like his grandmother.
Yes.
He can go and like somehow it will still be better.
Yes.
Like than this.
Because
happening. This person loved you.
Loved him the most. The only person that supported him.
Just the person that loved you. And she died.
And trusted you. That is.
And she was let down by everyone. Like she was let down by Chris. She was let down by the entirety of the rest of her family. Yeah. She was let down by law enforcement. She was let down. Like there was no one in her corner. Yeah. No. And she died in such a way. The only thing I can say is thank you for not letting me see it.
That's what I thought.
Thank you for not letting me see
the same thing
it.
that like I thought. That's why when they were going through the woods, I was like, what? I was about to compliment you. I was about to compliment you for not giving me the scene of her dying. Just because, like, again, we see so much brutality, but no need to. We know that she's dead. No need to show me such an innocent. She's not innocent at all.
I know.
For me, since. In some ways.
I
hope you understand what I mean.
I think you understand.
So like, no need to show me her dying. No need to show me her getting killed, screaming. I mean, even the crawling was too much for me.
Yeah.
So like, when they were going back to the woods, I was like, what? Why would you show me that? You know, I was about to compliment you. And then we saw that like it
was not that.
Happy scene, happy family back together.
Yeah. Here you go. I need to pay $600,000 for us to get back together. They didn't even apologize. Didn't make things right. Didn't even look you in the eye when I was telling you I understood things.
Can I tell you something? Didn't even, in my opinion, say he's not gonna do it.
No. He just said you'll not hear about it.
It will not be a problem to you.
You will not hear about it, basically.
Like what I did was... honestly,
but like she also said you're open in discretion.
Yes, true.
So like basically keep it to yourself somehow.
So yes. So like again, we were wrong.
Oh, we were wrong on every front.
Because we thought she's gonna find out about the. We thought this is gonna happen at the end of season 6.
Yeah.
You know, in the second half of season 6. No, this happened. She accepted it now, immediately.
Yeah.
There wasn't at any point him trying to be a better man. Him trying to change.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're right back where we started.
And it's so disappointing. And like, we don't have time now because our food is coming. I want to talk more about Carmela and Tony, but like we have the next episode. I'm sure that's also going to be a part of it, and we can talk about it there.
Yes,
and the whole Tony B thing.
We have Tony B a bit. We're gonna talk about that later.
We have to talk about that later as well. I just think like this, so like it's difficult to concentrate about anything that's not.
That's true. Completely.
That's not Adriana in this episode. Like
that's true. So yeah, we'll talk then later about that
the rest
situation.
of things that happened because like I don't even know what happened. Like this was just too much.
I agree.
An incredible episode, but God.
Yeah. Okay, that's better for me as well to calm down before I have to think about other stuff.
Literally.
This was about Adriana.
Literally.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.